The 7 elements of art. Color. The 7 elements of art are line, shape, color, texture, space, form, and value. They are the words that we use to describe art and the building blocks for what we use to create. There is no easy way to describe what color is exactly, but I think the simplest way to think about it is that color is part of sunlight. Every color imaginable is contained in sunlight, but we humans can only see some of those colors. As the light hits an object, some of the colors are absorbed or soaked up, and some of the light is reflected or bounces off the apple. It will not be absorbed. That light that reflects from the apple meets our eye, and that's what we see as the color of that object. In this case, the full spectrum light is being absorbed into the apple, except for the red part of the light cannot be absorbed here, so it bounces off. That's what we see, and we call the apple red. There are so many different kinds of words and terms to describe and combine colors that artists have a whole field of study devoted to just color called color theory. And though we're going to look at a few of the words and terms from artists' color theory, we won't be able to cover them all. So here are some that I think are the most useful for us now. Sometimes when we talk about color, we use the word hue. Hue refers to color in its most 100% pure and vibrant state, without having been mixed or dulled with any other colors or diluted with water. Then we divide the color wheel into 2 main sections: warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors are red, orange, yellow. Cool colors are blue, green, and purple. Vincent van Gogh has used warm yellows, reds, oranges, and greens that have been mixed with yellow to create this painting, The Night Cafe. Warm colors can evoke a feeling of anger or high energy, passion, or maybe a feeling of comfort and just warmth of a fire at home and earthiness. What do the warm colors here make you feel? The same artist, Vincent van Gogh, leans towards the cool side of the color wheel in this painting called Starry Night. Cool colors such as blue, purple, and green can give a feeling of everything from peacefulness to loneliness, rest and relaxation to a cold, dark night. The next term we'll talk about is primary colors. Most of us know these: red, yellow, and blue. Remember that primary means first, and these colors sort of are the first or parent colors of all of the other colors. From red, yellow, blue, black, and white, we can mix all of the other colors that we use in art. Look how Jacob Lawrence has used primary colors in his art. The red, yellow, blue, black, and white feel very familiar and comforting to us. We know these colors from childhood, and something about using them in art does give a feeling of simplicity and something easy for us to understand. When we mix our primary colors, we create secondary colors. Blue and red will make a violet or purple. Red and yellow together make orange. Yellow and blue create green. Here, artist Patti Baker has used secondary colors in her beautiful painting. There's purple, orange, and green. What do these colors make you feel when you see them together? When we look at the color wheel again, we see the pure hue around the outside of the color wheel, and then we notice that hue can be a lighter tint or a darker shade. We have words to describe these different colors too, and how they're used in paintings and art. Sometimes we might refer to colors as being high intensity or high chroma. These are colors that are closer to their pure hue. They have not been mixed or dulled down very much. You would describe them as bright and vibrant. Low intensity or low chroma colors are the opposite. They are not bright and vivid. Rather, we would describe them as pale or dull, less intense than a pure hue. Either water or another color has been mixed to dull down the intensity. Every color has a complementary color. This is the color that is directly opposite of it on the color wheel. When these colors are placed next to each other in art, they create a popping contrast. However, when you mix them together, they turn dull and gray. They kind of cancel each other out. So next to each other, bright, mixed together, dull. Here we see various artists have used complementary colors in their art, such as the red and green in the gummy bears, the orange and blue with the ballet dancers, or the purple and the yellow with the woman seated. You can see that these colors next to each other create a bright, eye-popping contrast. Colors that are near to each other on the color wheel are called analogous, which means they are like each other. So for instance, violet, and blue are analogous colors. Likewise, yellow, green, and green. These colors always look great together. Anything next to something on a color wheel will match and work together in art very well. Here are two examples of art that have used analogous colors from the cool side of the color wheel. Notice again the use of the blues and greens together. Very harmonious. Here, James Whistler has used a monochromatic color scheme, which means it's based mostly around one color, plus the use of white and black and grays in that same color scheme. The neutral colors are gray, black, and brown. Every hue has its own neutral colors, and they can be created either by adding black or white to the original hue or mixing complementary colors together, which will dull each of them to a more neutral gray, black, or brown. So these are just a few of the terms and words that we use to talk about color in art. But I hope you will notice how artists have used colors in their art to express their ideas, and to think about what do different colors make you feel, and how can you use them in your own art to express your own ideas. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, Chrysalis Creative.